understand, Dr. Betruger.
No, I understand everything.
I'm telling you now, Doctor, the UAC is taking over this operation.
Operation? Is that what you're calling it?
The situation is out of control.
It's not out of control, Swan. You are. I'll manage this, and you and your flunky will be taking control of nothing. Do you understand?
Yes, Betruger. I think I do understand.
Okay, plan B.
What could be in that mysterious case? Hello everybody, I'm Skully the Metalhead. My video editor's been giving me shit. So now, I'm recording these live in Audacity Vision. Fuck. Yeah, basically, I've been having a... well, if you've been watching my Matrix Path of Neo commentary, now available on the Skully the Metalhead YouTube channel, might just call it Skully343, but you know what I mean. Yeah, my video editor has been crashing whenever I attempt to record extended voiceovers. Like when I'm doing reviews and shit, it isn't so bad because, well, you know, it's just short, quick and easy. It's only when I tend to do it for over, you know, 1 to 2 minutes. That's when apparently it just goes, yep, nope, fuck this, I'm just gonna die. So, now I'm resorting to doing this with Audacity. So, yep. I honestly hope that it works out better as a method, because if this crashes and then that crashes, and I'm just gonna be very fucking sad and scrap the entire thing, and... Now, I'm not going to be leaving in a lot of these little video sequences because I feel that, honestly, while it is world-building that I will praise this game for, it seems a little bit needless for the sake of a commentary. I mean, you gotta keep up the pacing, you gotta entertain people, what with the shooting and the demons and the Goyven Maven! No, and I'm not Professor Frank, but, yeah, that's pretty much what people love Doom for. I don't know. Well, I guess one thing I could talk about, above anything else, is the fact that, while people really did dislike the horror atmosphere in Doom 3, I'd say that it really added a whole lot to the series on an aesthetic level, and on a level of depth as well, because, I mean, people like the original Doom for, well, one reason only. You're a badass soldier, there are a lot of demons, go kill them. Combine that with a soundtrack that was composed of borrowed tracks from metal bands such as Slayer and Alice in Chains, you know, it made for a very fun, action-packed experience, which people do love, and I also love, because Doom's one of those games you can just pick up and play and, you know, still have a relatively fun time with. It's got a lot of difficulty options, so, again, you can have fun with Doom. It's fun for the whole family, as many people would have said back in the 90s. But, anyway, to not go too off track, I do still think that Doom 3 did a whole lot more good for the series that a lot of people just tend to not appreciate. Is this... No, I don't think this is it. I'm thinking of one later down the road. Because there is an email which is quite funny because it references what is the future equivalent of Dungeons and Dragons. Or is it fucking World of Warcraft? No, it was probably Dungeons and Dragons because it mentions roleplay. And dice. Because there are a bunch of fucking nerds working up in this space station. God. And, you know, funnily enough, there are people in office environments that actually do talk like that, because, you know, nerds exist everywhere. Now then, on through this industrial complex created by the UIC facility in 2095, which would mean I'm like 98 years old. Shit, man. Steve Bloom, no! I had to say this joke like 6 fucking times. Sure hope it's funny to everybody. Probably not.
Surprised us. They just came out of nowhere.
Rest easy, Steve.
Still a few squads operating, but they're all cut off from each other. Try to find them.
So, in case you guys weren't paying attention, in the last episode, Sergeant Kelly gave us commands to hook up with Bravo Team and sort out this demon invasion. Now, I think... Damn it, I should probably cut that little bit out. Fuck it, I'm too lazy to re-record after the hellish nightmare that my video editor gave me, so I'm just gonna state it again. Our mission is basically to hook up with Bravo Team so we can head to the command center and basically communicate Earth, because shit's gone foobar and we really aren't prepared to deal with demons. Of course, the structure of our mission will most likely change, considering that you know, these demons are a little bit more than we can handle, but I'm sure we'll get to the comm station, Earth can come and pick us up, and things will be just hunky fucking dory. Now, of course, upon realizing that this game is really about shooting demons and spooky things happening on a space military base, I realize that I'm probably not going to have much to talk about in the way of stuff that's going on, so I'm probably going to be having a lot of side topics, whether or not they're related to Doom or just, you know, general things about life. That'll probably be up to debate, but hey, you know. If there's one point of praise I could probably give for this, well, that was kind of flimsy, this area, so to speak, I really do like how the progressive degradation of the environments. Please excuse my poor vocabulary. Really because it starts out relatively clean, albeit a bit destroyed like this, but as the game progresses, man, this place will look a whole lot different, because I think we do actually come back here. He's dead. Saving. Well, that's not an indicator of bad things at all. We shall just head inside to this glass case. Nothing bad happening here.
Is that the pizza guy?
Oh god, this is even more tense than waiting for that thing for the stormtroopers to board in episode 4, A New Hope.
I'm nervous. What's gonna happen?
Piggy! Ah! Man, seriously, I couldn't imagine playing this kind of level when I was a kid, because this would have scared the fucking shit out of me. Now, for those of you wondering, that was the redesign of the Pinky Demon from the original Doom. In the original game, it was completely made out of flesh, whereas here it has robotic legs. And personally, I kind of prefer the Doom 3 redesign, because again, while the originals are somewhat terrifying in their own right, well, albeit pixelated, I gotta say that if I saw the Doom 3 variant of Pinky just running right for me, I would probably shit myself, and die as Pinky feeds off my corpse. But in any case, we've got a log coming up, so I will let you guys listen in. Okay, make a liar out of me then. Of course you don't have any fucking logs, and I'm probably gonna have to cut that little bit out, because... shit, son, I don't have all day to listen to logs. But, anyway, going back onto the topic of the Pinky Demon, I recently found out that that was actually a fan nickname rather than, like, the official name. Well, I think like Flint Taggart, it was somewhat accepted fanon, but, nevertheless, though, I mean, Pinky's a lot easier to remember than just, I think it was just called Demon in, the original Doom game, which is weird, but hey, you know, fan nicknames, it's quite cool when stuff that fans like gets accepted, you know?
I tried everything. The computers aren't responding. I can't get root access to the systems. We can't do it here. We'll have to access the system somewhere else. All right, let's go.
Yes, and they totally couldn't see the flashlight that was shining down on them. I kind of forgot that was there. I'm gonna have to boost the audio on that up a little bit just so you can hear what they're saying. Anyway, herein lies our final destination, and by that I mean we get to find the PDA that would allow us to continue into the Alpha Labs. Of course, we have a possessed enemy. I know they're called zombies in this, but honestly, to me, zombies are really only two creatures, things that are decaying and, well, things that are only really interested in num-nums. So, I consider them possessed people because technically the Lost Souls did possess them, but, I don't know. Maybe my fanon name will be accepted. Probably not. Again, notice, you can see the slight beginnings of a, pentagram. Fuck, I can't believe I forgot about that. The name for it. So, yeah. Nothing ominous in here. Totally not a sign of things to come. Hell is apparently a lot more fleshy than I remembered it. Jesus Christ. And that's one thing the demons will probably... well, demons, I say that, but that's one thing the imps will probably end up doing a lot, is just teleporting in with that really cool teleport sound effect. Like, I mean, if I can find a rip for that, or if anyone else has a link to any Doom 3 sound effects, I would really appreciate it, because even without Trent Reznor's input, the sound design for this game is just top-notch. And I guess it's probably another bit of trivia I can get into. Trent Reznor was initially going to do both the soundtrack... Oh wait, things are afoot, so I'll wait.
This is the audio log of Director William Banks, dated October 20th, 2145. It has come to my attention that we have an alarming number of missing personnel throughout the base. My office has received 4 additional reports from Delta in the last week alone, mentioning that personnel are not reporting for work, and that calls to their quarters have gone unanswered. My office has sent the names of those personnel to Mars City Security, and they have promised to initiate an investigation. But this news is very disturbing, especially at a time when we have so many people in the infirmary suffering from sudden cases of schizophrenia and other psychological disorders. I hope there is no connection between those cases and these reports of missing personnel. This is the audio log of Director William Banks, dated October 5th, 2145. It has been brought to my attention by Environmental Services that the recent power grid changes have caused many non-critical systems to malfunction. The report explains that this is due to either intermittent power outages or lower than optimal voltage input. It also says that sufficient power distribution to all non-critical systems is becoming more difficult to maintain, thanks to Dr. Vitruger and his so-called optimizations to the energy stores in and around the facility. I assured the director of ES that I would file a report with Central Authority on this.
Seems as if there's been a little bit of a mysterious sabotage going around with this base. Now, I think... Oh, going back to the Trent Reznor topic. Yes, one of the big bits of trivia about Doom 3 is that Trent Reznor was initially signed to do the sound effects, which I'm pretty sure he actually did for the, I think it was the E3 2002 demo of this, where the game was... It slightly resembled this, but it looked a little bit patchier, so to speak. But, yeah, for whatever reason, I think it was the fact that Trent Reznor had a lot going on musically at the time. Yeah, the contract fell out, and I think it was... somebody did who said that time is money, and of course they pay for Trent Reznor in Rockstar dollars, which is apparently a currency which I'm pretty sure rock musicians work with. I don't know. But in any case, we have William Banks' PDA. We can now continue on. Hopefully Steve Bloom is still alive. We have to rescue him. Him and all his Wolverine-y glory. Hey there, buddy. Working hard or hardly working? You give me that silent treatment, boy. But yes, now we can access this door, which gives us an alternate means of getting there. I don't think it really contains anything, it's... Nope. Nope, it's just stuff. Oh no, wait, this gives us access to the server room. And there's another PDA, which we've got another thing to listen to, because this one is actually quite interesting. We can try and access this, but it won't do anything, because we're not computer savvy in the future. Anyway, listen to this.
This is Paul Simon, security specialist in IT. Our network security has been breached several times over the last few days. Now, it looks like it may have been going on longer than that, but whoever did this really knew what they were doing. They covered the tracks really well. I just happened to notice some log anomalies, or it would still be going on. The intrusion came on an encrypted carrier signal from the Delta complex. They piggybacked the virus on one of the supercomputer requests, and it peeled itself from the data stream once it was inside our firewall. Someone on the inside there has to be responsible. Unfortunately, due to security in that complex, I can only tell it came from within Delta. There's no way to identify which machine or even which lab it came from. Whoever was in our system had access to all personal data, including medical reports. My team will be monitoring the network closely in the next few days, looking for anything unusual. End of log.
So, there have been some security breaches. It's weird, I mean, you'd think that a high-ranking official like Sergeant Kelly might have checked into this. I mean, after all, he is responsible for looking after the personnel of the base. I mean, you really would have thought that he'd known of something. What do you mean I'm being heavy-handed? I'm just making... I'm just guessing here, It's not like I've played the fucking game before. No, but, yeah, I will admit, even with the PDAs, the sabotage plot is actually quite well done. Steve Bloom, no! We must have revenge. Don't worry, buddy, we'll honor your final wish and link up with Bravo Team. So, join me next time in Doom 3 where we head into the Alpha Labs. I'm Skully, catch you next time.